Good morning. My name is Heather Wingate, and I'm the Senior Vice President for Government Affairs at Delta Airlines. I'd like to thank the Washington Post and its publisher and CEO, Fred Ryan, for the opportunity to say a few words here this morning. Delta is proud to support an event series like this one. The conversations this morning among these distinguished panelists have touched on a range of regulatory issues impacting airlines, airports, and the flying public. And I know we're all looking forward to hearing from Secretary Chow in just a few moments about the administration's aviation priorities. This audience may know Delta best for the policy issues that we've been engaged in, or perhaps you've flown Delta a time or two, and for that we are grateful. But this morning I'd like to just spend a minute telling you a little bit about Delta, the company that we are, and what we truly care about. 94 years ago, Delta actually started as a tiny regional carrier. As our founder, C.E. Woolman, was often common to say, in which we still say to this day, we try to put ourselves on the other side of the ticket counter and treat our customers as we would like to be treated. That concept has been fundamental to our success. In a business known as much for its volatility as for its ingenuity, Delta's commitment to being a great place to work, to fly, and a positive force in the communities in which we operate and have enabled us to maintain our position as the world's most reliable, customer-centric, and employee-focused airline in the world. Now, nearly a century later, through mergers, acquisitions, and yes, our fair bit of headwinds, we're up to 800 aircraft and counting. We employ 80,000 people and hiring. We're flying 185 million customers every year to 321 cities around the world. We have a truly global network through a unique partnership strategy with leading international airlines, such as Virgin Atlantic, Air France-KLM, Korean Air, and Aeromexico, among others. We've invested $7 billion in infrastructure just over the last decade alone, and we have $12 billion more slated for infrastructure investment over the next 5 years. These investments will allow Delta to create the airports of the future in New York, Atlanta, Seattle, Salt Lake City, as well as Los Angeles. In recent years, Delta has seen strong profits, increased confidence from financial markets, and unmatched investment in our people. The company has continued to lead the industry with innovations that improve the travel experience, from technology on bag tags that allow customers to see when their bags are loaded onto an airplane, one of my true favorites, to as well a groundbreaking app that allows Delta pilots to avoid turbulence for a smoother flight. So far, in 2018, Delta has ranked among Fortune's 100 best companies to work for the second consecutive year. We've also ranked as one of Fast Company's most innovative companies in the world, worldwide. And we've paid $1 billion in profit sharing to our employees for the 4th consecutive year. We've also launched biometric optional check-in at all 50 of our Delta Sky Clubs here domestically after a successful test run of that product here at Reagan National Airport's Sky Club last year. We've also contributed, and this is core to who we are and who the Delta people are, thousands of volunteer hours and millions of dollars to a host of causes across the country as well as across the world. Delta actually gives 1% of its net income from the previous year to charitable causes. Some examples of those contributions include building homes with Habitat for Humanity. We've had a partnership with Habitat since 1995, and Delta employee volunteers have built 259 homes in 12 countries. We have another 5 more builds slated for this year. In addition, we've partnered with Kaboom since 2013 and built 22 playgrounds across the country for youth, recreation centers, and schools. Delta will build 6 more of these playgrounds this year. Our employees have truly embraced our partnership with the Red Cross, making Delta employees #2 among corporate blood donors here in the US. And we've raised nearly $6 million for organizations such as the American Cancer Society, American Heart Association, Breast Cancer Research, and United Way. Put simply, Delta's mission is to make the world a smaller place. Core to that mission is constant engagement with customers, with investors, with community leaders, and yes, with government agencies as well. But our most steadfast commitment is, in fact, to our employees. We know that if they have the tools they need to support our customers will reward us with their business as well as their loyalty. And that benefits both the shareholders who will then invest back into Delta. It's a virtuous circle that we believe will sustain our airline for decades to come. Once again, I want to thank Fred and the Washington Post for the opportunity to promote this event series and for an opportunity to tell you a little bit about who Delta is as a company and what we truly care about. Thank you.
Thank you.